In the Star Wars galaxy, everything truly is connected, and the latest proof of that is in excerpts from the novelization for Solo, a Star Wars story, which reveals a previously unsuspected link between the film and Rogue One. The bulk of Solo is set roughly 10 years before the events of A New Hope, at a time before the foundation of the Rebel Alliance. This was a time when the Empire ruled with an iron fist, and any rebel movement worked independently. The most successful, on worlds like Ryloth and Onderon, were rebel groups who had no sense of morality, and who didn't care how many innocents died as they pursued the cause of freedom. Against this context, Solo introduced viewers to Enfys Nest, leader of a group known as the Cloud Riders. Although they were freedom fighters, they found it wiser to cultivate a reputation as marauders. Related, Enfys Nest is Solo's most important new Star Wars character, but how do Enfys Nest and her group fit into the overarching narrative of the Star Wars galaxy? An official excerpt from the novelization for Solo, a Star Wars story, has finally answered that question, and established a surprising link between the film and Rogue One. It seems that Enfys Nest didn't keep the Coaxium for herself. Instead, she sold it to a very familiar face, Saw Gerrera. In 10BBY, Gerrera and his partisans were still primarily based on Saw's homeworld of Onderon. It seems they'd already earned a reputation for caring little about casualties, as Enfys cautioned Saw that he should be more precise in his methods. And yet she still gave him enough Coaxium to power a fleet. Given Saw wasn't particularly interested in powering a fleet, it's more likely that he took advantage of the Coaxium's explosive nature. There's a subtle thematic link between Solo and Rogue One: the fact that age and youth do not protect you from tragedy. The novelization calls that out, with a curious 11-year-old Jin actually present at Saw's meeting with Enfys. As the young Cloud Rider tells Saw, many people treat age as if it's a shield to hide behind, something that protects our children. And sometimes it is, until someone comes along who doesn't honor the shield. Then we must decide if we are going to keep pretending that shield is there. The Empire doesn't care what age she is, so she must learn about this threat that faces all of us. At San Diego Comic-Con, Lucasfilm revealed that the novelization of Solo, a Star Wars story, would be another expanded edition. It includes scenes from alternate versions of the script by Lawrence and Jon Kasdan, along with original content that adds depth to the story. Lucasfilms excerpts tease insight into L337's experience as she bonds with the Millennium Falcon, and some accounts of the years Qira spent serving with Black Sun. Source: StarWars.com. Tags: Star Wars, Han Solo, Rogue One. Looking for an AD-free experience on ScreenRant?